Nebraska is one of 49 states where J.R. Brow has performed. He's been in 4 different continents too.
Unreal. His shows are high energy, they're original, and his stories are stellar.
J.R. Brow back at the Funny Bone. Good to see you, J.R. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good
Yeah,
to be
year
back.
and a half.
In Omaha.
About 2 weeks ago. No, I was here a little over a year ago.
October 2014.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was exactly October.
You been stalking him or what?
No, I did a little bit of research yesterday, thinking it felt like it had been a while,
Yeah.
and then you go back and you're like, yeah, indeed.
Yeah, the pumpkins were out. I remember that.
But you've been all over.
Yeah, I haven't not worked since then, but yeah.
Took a nice long vacation.
Yeah, just got back from Calgary.
How's Canada this time of year?
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, colder than here today, by the way. And I'm from Texas. So
wait
this
for
is freezing.
Sunday when the wind chill. The forecast this morning is just sad.
They were calling it jacket weather. And I'm like, that's every dang jacket I own weather.
Right. Every jacket weather.
Just pile them on.
Speaking of research, I was watching some clips on YouTube of you, and you're playing guitar. You didn't bring your guitar today.
Well, it's all hooked up. It's a convoluted. It's about 300 chords and stuff, so there's special effects that go with it.
Right.
So I can't.
So it's all at the club right now.
Yes,
it's sitting there.
Probably being played by one of the janitors right now.
Having some fun with it.
How did you get started playing?
Well, when I was younger, I was in a band, and a lot of times what I would find is somebody would break a string or a drum head, and I'm standing there by myself. I'm the singer, and I'd have to come up with stuff to keep the pace going.
Right.
Keep the interchange. So I thought, well, why do I need to share the stage with these guys? We're only all making $400. Why can't I just make the $400?
Right.
Learn to play guitar.
Yeah.
And then you're rolling in the dough.
Yeah. No, it's.
I like how you incorporate it into your show, though. And speaking of looking at clips online, you had like this Autotune, and I think it was from last fall. Did you bring that machine?
Absolutely.
To Omaha with you?
Yeah, I got the idea watching a lot of musicians today that how they get the auto-tune in their voice. It's you don't even have to try to hit the notes. It'll hit them for you. Now, how would that be if I did it with comedy? I'm like, no, I can auto-tune comedy. I'm like, you don't even need talent as a comic anymore. So.
It's hilarious. But I said, like, you referenced T-Pain and Barry White.
Yeah, and
like,
Cher all in one.
What the heck? Who else is doing
will you do that? Will you do some of that stuff with the auto-tune at the club this weekend?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I do that, and the witness protection guy, and all that stuff.
So how serious of a musician are you? I mean, do you have a whole room full of guitars?
Yes.
Yeah, you collect them, don't you?
Pretty serious.
And you know what's funny is I started that collection here in Omaha.
What did you
when
buy
the Funny
here?
Bone was further downtown.
114th and Dodge.
Yes, and they had a guitar store next door, and I just fell in love with these great guitars, and I started collecting.
So do you still have that one?
No, I mean the guitars are like.
It was very sentimental.
It meant so much to you
T-shirts,
that
you can wear them for a while, and then you trade them in. You know?
Right.
So which guitar in your collection, would you never part with? What are you most proud of?
The one that's on stage now, she's been there with me for 20 years, and it's a Fender Strat.
Yeah. Strat. Does she have a name? You name your guitars?
I call her Fender Strat.
Does living in Austin sort of influence or feed that love of music?
Sure.
I mean, are you out playing there, or do you just go out
Is that
and
where you
listen to
grew
it?
up, Austin?
Yeah, and comedically, I've been there. I grew up in the hood, Fort Hood. My father was in the military.
Right.
But prior to that, after I got out of the high school, I went to the high school. After I got out of high school, I went to college for 7 years and got my associates. Then I moved to Austin. These are all jokes.
I thought that was what Mike's like. Mike, do you not think it's hilarious that he just said it took 7 years to get an associate?
We're good. I mean, that sounds pretty normal to me.
No, I fell in love with Austin, and Austin actually became a live music capital as I was growing into the scene.
Yeah.
And we used to be able to walk around, this is no joke, you could walk around with a guitar case and a look of elation on your face, and people thought you were some famous artist that just signed. All you had to do was walk around with
But Austin's one of the greatest. It's one of my top 3 favorite towns. It's just a great town.
Well, our slogan, we're so full now, our slogan is welcome to Austin, don't forget to leave. It's like,
I bet it has grown a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah,
No, it's delightful. When you first got into comedy, because you said your dad was in the military, and so when you said, I'm going to make a career out of this, like now they understand that you can make a career out of it, but were they skeptical initially? Did it take some time to warm up?
You'd think they would be, but I grew up with comedy. My father had comedy albums at my disposal. I would listen to, he loved Red Fox, George Carlin. He had like Jonathan Winter's albums. And I started thinking about it. like a lot of my comedic heroes are dead,
Yeah.
right? George Carlin,
Yeah.
Bill Cosby. You think about all the, come on.
Hey, I got it.
JR.
Dead to me.
And his Auto-Tune machine. I want to see it live because
Oh,
if
I'd
it's
like to see,
hilarious
yeah.
in a
I've heard-
video, it's got to be 10 times better live.
It really, it throws
Uh-huh.
the audience. So they're for 1 second, they're like, wait, what? And then-
What? And you say to him, at least in one, like, you didn't want to laugh at that, but you just did.
Yeah.
So the phone number to get tickets to see JR while he's here, it's 493-8036. You can also log on to funnyboneomaha.com and purchase tickets online.
Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Jared.
Oh,
It's
my
great to
pleasure.
see
It's good to
you.
see you guys
Yeah.
again.
A real pleasure.
All right, to